Turning now to our From the Farm segment, our ag reporter Stu Ellis joining us in studio.
All right, good morning, Stu. It looks like you were in a cornfield yesterday. What were you looking for?
I was. We're looking for corn.
Oh.
But I found Dr. Howard Brown. He's a retired nutrient management specialist at Illini FS. A lot of folks know Howard. He had cleared off a 10-foot square to take some soil samples to find out how much nitrogen was already there for the corn to use before any anhydrous ammonia or urea might be applied.
Removed the plants.
You took them out.
I took them out at V5, 5-leaf stage. I removed the plants from a 10-foot square area. And for the reason is I want to know, what does Mother Nature give us from the standpoint of nitrogen as we progress in the season? We've all heard about soil and organic matter and 25% for every percent organic matter you get back after the end of the season. But I'd love to see us quantify that. And what this allows us to do is actually see over a period of time how much nitrogen the organic matter will give us back.
So you set a baseline.
Yes.
Okay. And now when the corn starts growing, you want to find out how much nitrogen is there for uptake.
You bet. And I'll go back at that bare spot right in the middle where there's no plants around it. I will take another sample in a few weeks, and at that time I'll measure plant available nitrogen, and if the soil is giving us nitrogen,
right,
it will go up. And I can tell you over time, I've been watching this, and it went up as much as 100 to 110 pounds between V5 and tassel time.
Between just 5 leaves.
5 leaves to the tassel emergence.
You got 100 pounds of nitrogen.
On the average, 100 pounds of nitrogen from mineralization of organic matter.
Out of the soil. You didn't put any anhydrous on it?
Didn't cheat. Didn't unless the deer went out there and used that as a bathroom. I'm in pretty good shape.
Okay, but that actually was coming up out of the soil, so the corn could have used that 100 pounds of nitrogen.
It did. It did use it. All the surrounding crop used it. I just left that spot bare so I could measure it.
So at that point, you've got an opportunity for the corn to grow properly and rapidly and efficiently without putting any extra nitrogen on.
That's right. And the big question mark, and one of the largest expenses a farmer has, is nitrogen management.
Right.
And so if we would have an idea of having a tool by which we can gauge that mineralization rate, is it going to be the same all the time? Maybe. Is it going to be there? No, because historically, I found where it's went up most years 100 to 110 pounds. But there's been 2 years over the past 7 where it went down 100 pounds. But we had a lot of rain in June.
And that rain washed the nitrogen out of the profile.
We could say it washed the nitrogen. More than likely it did something called denitrify, where it was saturated and went up in the atmosphere. But the key is we have a way to guess how much we lost. And at that point, when we discovered that, we should have went out with 100 pounds or 50 pounds of supplemental nitrogen, check a response. If we get a response, then in the future, when we make these management decisions, we now have a tool by which it helps us to determine whether we're going to spend more money or not.
That would be a great savings on money at a time when we don't have it.
Oh, you bet.
There's a lot more to this story, and when farmers really understand what Howard is getting to, they'll certainly have the wherewithal to implement this. And we'll try to get you the rest of the story as we go along. It's a great process and a great research, great experiment. We wish Howard the best on that.
Stu, thank you so much. We'll see you on Thursday.
Okay, you bet.
You can, of course, catch this segment and all others on our website. Just head to WCIA.com.